Okay, success criteria 4 is about using the discriminant to determine how many solutions a quadratic has, or how many x-intercepts a quadratic equation has, or a quadratic polynomial, or whatever you want to call it. So right now, this is our discriminant formula, and it comes from the quadratic formula. So this thing is under the square root. So basically, we should know that if the discriminant is less than 0, we have no solutions. If it is equal to 0, we have one solution, and if it is greater than 0, we have two solutions. So that's what we're interested in here. So let's have a look at this. So with this, what we do is we write it as being y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. So over here, we're going to check this first one. So we'll say our discriminant equals our b is 4, so it'll be 4 squared minus 4 times 1 times 4, because that's our value of c. So our value of a is 1, c is 4, so from there we'll have 16 minus 4 times 1 times 4 is 16, so we end up with 0. So therefore it has one solution, or one x-intercept. This thing here that we've got here, so we'll say the discriminant equals 1 squared minus, or rather it's negative 1 squared, minus 4, 1, negative 6, because it's a negative 6 there. So from there we'll say we've got, and that's squared, so it becomes 1 minus negative 4 times 1 times 6 is 24, and we've got a negative times a positive, negative, so we end up with a positive. So we'll have 25. So therefore, this has two solutions. Finally, let's have a look at this thing here. If we've got x squared plus 3, well then we should probably rewrite that as x squared plus 0x plus 3, and this is a 0, not a 6. So over here, if we put that into the discriminants, so discriminant equals b squared, which is 0, so 0 squared minus 4, 1, 3, we'll end up with 0 minus 4 times 1 times 3, which is 12, so we end up with negative 12, which is less than 0, so therefore we have no solutions. So that's what we're looking for there. So that's how we use the discriminant to determine how many solutions a polynomial quadratic has, how many x-intercepts it has. That can even be used to say how many times does y equal some x squared plus bx plus c intersect with y equals something else, mx plus c. What we do, we let them equal each other, and then we rewrite that in this form, so that we can see exactly how many we've got. And we find a discriminant from there to find out how many we've got.